Jonathan, you are an international financial planner. Okay, that was your career, and that is your career. You've been doing it for quite some time. How long have you been in the international space as a financial planner?
First came to Dubai as a financial advisor in 1st of May 2005.
Yep.
So best part of 20 years now.
Fantastic. So a serious career then.
Yeah.
Seen some big changes?
I've seen some massive changes, not only in Dubai itself, obviously, but in the industry as a whole. When I first came to Dubai, we would talk about financial services and we would talk about other companies and we would look at the top advisors from other companies, and you would look, well, last year, that top advisor, his previous career was an ice cream salesman, and the year before that, he was a car salesman. And, you know, I like ice cream and I drive a car as well, but I'm not sure those same people should be giving financial advice. The industry and the marketplace overseas has matured a lot since then, fortunately. Yeah. Not only in its attitudes and the way it works, but the sort of services and products available that we have in our suite of solutions for clients as well is massively improved.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the fee-based model wasn't really about, right? It was hugely around kind of commission chasing.
Yeah, well, fees didn't exist even in the UK when I first started, of course. So it's a relatively new concept given the life of financial services. But certainly back in the day, fees didn't exist. It was all about commission. And, you know, people would tell the client, so don't worry, it doesn't cost you anything because the insurer pays us or the investment company pays us. And of course, you'd have to then, if you had half a brain, would explain to the client, yeah, but they wouldn't pay us if you didn't put your money in. Yeah. So it's actually you that's paying us. But yeah, now I don't necessarily think commission is bad in itself. You know, people get paid commission for selling life insurance, for argument's sake. And there's always been the argument for a long time, well, I'm not a commission-based advisor, I'm a fee-based advisor. And I once had a conversation with a girl who said that she was a fee-based advisor. I said, what happens when it comes to life insurance? And she said, well, the client pays me a fee and I advise them what to do. And I say, okay, so if they've paid you a fee and you've given them a report telling them to do life insurance and they didn't do the life insurance, how's that help them? To which there was no answer. Whereas if you've done the same job properly and got this client to buy some life insurance and you've been paid a commission for it, you've been paid and they've got the life insurance. So it's a good result for both people. Where I think it can be a problem is when people are needlessly selling things just to pay the rent.
Yeah, no, 100% and misleading people.
Yeah.
100%. It's funny you laugh about it. It's funny you said about used car salesman and ice cream seller, because that was always the vision that I had. I was like, I built a recruitment company 16 years ago.
Yeah.
I was at Viva before that as a trainer, but 16 years ago, built a recruitment company. So my idea of what the international space was like was based on that. You know,
full of wide boys, white socks, shiny suits, all right, geezer. Yeah. And that, it always amazed me how anybody ever did any business. And it was the one thing that really gave me confidence actually that you could do business here, because if they can, you can easily.
How did you stand out against the backdrop of these white boys?
Well, firstly, you have to have integrity, and you go try to work with a company that also has integrity, reputation, and you look a client in the eye and tell them what you're doing for them and explain the benefits to them, and they believe you. And that's it, basically. So it's certainly less of an issue now, but it used to be an issue back in the day. If you met someone at a barbecue or at a school function or even in a pub on a Thursday evening or Friday, you know, what do? You'd be worried to tell them you're a financial advisor, because nearly everyone you knew had had a bad experience. And they would ask, who do you work for? And when you didn't tell them one of the big names that they were expecting, they would say, oh, that's different. What do you do? And when you explained to them, it was a massive opportunity, because typically the answer would be, oh, that's what we've been looking for all this time.